May meeting of St. Charles County Planning and Zoning Division. The first issue, we have to deal with some busy work here. We now have a quorum. We didn't have a quorum till just now. And our regular chairman is not available tonight, and the vice chairman is not available tonight. I am the past chairman, and I've been asked to chair this meeting, but I need the approval from the board. Just raise your hand if it's okay that I chair this meeting. Just okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks for that. Well, tonight the commission is going to hear 3 items, one of which has been requested to be tabled. But before we get started, would everybody take a moment and disable the cell phones, pagers, or anything you have like that? And then please stand and repeat with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, so what happens tonight? This commission will hear the applications, will vote on them, and that vote and our recommendation in the minutes of that will be sent to the county council, who will make a final determination at their meeting on June the 10th. Procedurally, I will read the application for our record. I will ask the planning division for their comments and to discuss the comments that they've received from other people and take our questions. And when that's finished, the applicant, if they desire to do so, and you don't have to, you can come up and address the commission and take some questions, or if you think something needs more explanation, you have the right to explain that. After that, we go to the public. We have a public hearing, and anybody in the room can address the matter. And when that's finished, we close the public meeting, we bring it back here, we openly discuss it, and vote on the application. The first item for tonight, application 18332, the applicant has asked for that to be tabled. This was a plat off Dungy Road there on Shane Land, and supposedly there was some computer problems and he couldn't get his plat map straightened out for tonight. So he asked for that to be tabled. And so, is there anyone here that has a problem with that? So I make the motion that we table this to the June meeting. Second. All in favor, sign aye. Aye. Any opposed? This will be tabled to application 18332 is now tabled to the June meeting. Next agenda item, application 18458 by Stephen Hubner, the owner applicant. The applicant requests a conditional use permit for a campground. The property is zoned A/FW, that's an agricultural district with a floodway overlay district. The property is on Goodwood Lane on the east side of Wilson Road, approximately 2,700 feet north of Washan Road. The property consists of 1 acre and is located within Council District 6. Planning.
Okay, the area zonings are to the, actually in all directions. It's zoned A, FW, agriculture with floodway overlay district. Land uses in the area to the north, south, and east are vacant, and to the west is recreation with boat docks. Staff has reviewed the conditional use permit, as we do with all, for the health, safety, and welfare of the citizens of the county. We find the campground to be appropriate. What they're proposing is just 3 RV lots. It's not going to be open to the public. It's for their family. Staff finds the use of the floodway along the Mississippi River for recreational uses to be a good use. The RVs will have to always be road ready so they can be pulled out in times of flood. And they can't have any permanent connections to the property. So we are recommending approval subject to the following. A site plan should be submitted to and approved by the St. Charles County Community Development Department, which is in conformity with the site plan submitted with the conditional use permit application. Only RV camping will be permitted. The county shall have the power to enter at reasonable times for the purpose of inspecting and investigating conditions relating to the enforcement of the conditional use permit. 3, the maximum number of RV sites is limited to 3 and will not be open to the public. 4, 6-inch gravel road access shall serve the RV sites and be at least 24 feet wide. 5, RVs may be on site for no more than 180 days during the calendar year and may not be leased for transient use. Each RV site shall be marked with a site number in a manner that is identifiable to emergency providers. All RVs must have self-contained waste storage compartments. Any other proposed method of sewage disposal shall have the approval of the Director of Building Code Enforcement prior to the commencement of any construction and shall comply with all appropriate state laws and local regulations. 7, the RV site and the premises shall be maintained in a clean and orderly manner. 8, additional vehicles allowed at the site shall not exceed 2 trailers for the site equipment. Such trailers shall be road-ready and capable of being loaded and road-ready trailer on a road-ready trailer or other vehicle. 9, no more than 1 RV may occupy an RV site. 10, each RV shall be designed to provide 1 parking space for the occupant of the RV. 11, the person to whom a permit for an RV park is issued shall at all times operate the RV site in compliance with this regulation and shall provide adequate supervision to maintain the RV site, its facilities, and equipment in good repair and in a clean and sanitary condition at all times. 12, no conditional use shall be in active use until such time as all conditions of approval have been met. 13, in any case where conditional use is not in place and in active use within 2 years from the date of granting and or in accordance with the terms of the conditional use originally granted or subsequently amended, then without further action by the Planning and Zoning Commission and or the County Council, the conditional use or authorization thereof shall be null and void. And we did not receive any letters. Any questions of staff?
Any questions? I have a comment. Read condition number 3. I think the wording, I think what you're getting to, it's a little clumsy. If this guy has 3 and somebody moves out, he could move another one in. But to say it's not open to the public is, maybe you just need the first clause and then chop it off there.
Well, what we're limiting it to is that they can only have the 3 RV sites, and in addition to that, it can't be open to the public, so they can't lease the RVs out to the public to have transient use. That's what we're aiming at there. Because it's just going to be for their family. I mean, they'll explain
That's better
more.
explained, but I don't know. The wording's a little clumsy for me. I don't have any real suggestions.
Okay.
No.
Nothing's coming to the top of my head, but we can think about it through the meeting.
But, yeah, I have to do that. If somebody is there and wants to move their RV out, another person could come in, put an RV there.
One of the family members.
Yeah, someone that's directly associated with them, they can't open it up as like a campground, advertise on the web for people to come and be there in transient, so.
Not in transient.
Yeah.
We don't want to say only to select people. We'll leave it as it is. I don't have that much problem.
Just limited to not for hire. You
Yeah.
can't
Okay.
lease the spaces.
I think you have a question here.
Yeah.
I have. This is a very nice campground. I saw the photos. This is like a really nice little retreat for a family, and I'm fine with it. But in general, I have some issues. I guess I'm concerned about the county being able to, if you guys are telling me you're confident we'll be able to enforce these conditions, because I've talked to this with Wayne before. There's a campground, Highway 79 in this county, looks like Hooverville, okay, to be blunt about it, okay? And that's my only concern with these, that we don't have a bunch of little Hoovervilles all over the river bottoms. So you're confident with the current regulations in this CUP and with staff and everything that you can make sure that doesn't happen? Okay?
Yes.
How this was discovered was through code enforcement activity. So they've been down, Neighborhood Preservation has been down the Wilson Road area looking at all these sites. So And they'll be continuing to do that, throughout the area there along the river.
And I'm guessing old ones have been established for a while. Regulations like this would not apply. Are they grandfathered in for now?
It's possible, but probably unlikely. The ones I've looked at so far, I was not able to approve a non-conforming, Yeah, that one could be, well, that one I think was done originally by zoning, so.
Okay.
But the situation along the river is that it was zoned recreational residential, and then it's agricultural now, so what we found for the most part is there were clubhouses there, and then, of course, through the floods, then those were torn down, and then we permitted the recreational vehicles. So they don't really go back far enough to cover the grandfather clause. So that's why they're having to go through the conditional use process.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Are we done? Are we done? Would the applicant care to address the commission?
We have some pictures if you'd like to see them.
You can pass them around. We'll start them at this end, please. We'll just. Do you have a little water down there right now?
Yes.
Yes.
We had about 8 foot of water.
8 foot. Yeah, wow. See this? See that one? Thanks for bringing the pictures. It's a very attractive place, in my opinion, yes. All right, with that finished, is there anyone in the room that would like to address this application? I see none. We close the public hearing, and it comes back here for discussion. Any discussion, Joe?
No, it looks nice to
Anyone
go.
here? All done? Okay. Seeing none, I'm calling for a vote. Joe, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Cronin? Mr. Aylen? He's not here. Scratch him off. Mr. Fromm?
Yes.
Mrs. Ketchner?
Yes.
Mrs. Polly? Ms. Polly?
Yes.
And I vote yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing here? Mr. Kuhn?
Yes.
All right, the application is approved 6-0. Next item is application 18491, preliminary plat for the re-subdivision of adjusted Lot 24 of Ridge Creek Estates by Bax Engineering, the applicant. Ridge Creek LLC is the owner. The property is 2 lots known as 270 and 280 Northland Drive, located on the south side of Northland Drive, south of Matt's Way, and it's zoned A/FF/FW, which is an agricultural district requiring 5-acre lots with a floodway fringe and floodway overlay districts, and it's within Council District 2. Staff.
Okay, they're proposing to subdivide a property. Can you put up the plat? Sorry. So they're creating 2 lots out of one. In this subdivision, we have approved similar things like this. They have also requested a variance to not put the area that's in the floodway in common ground. The subdivision was originally approved before that requirement. The floodway area is all over here, not really going to be developed. So we don't have a problem with them leaving that in within the lots. And then, you can't see it very well, but in order to accommodate the 150-foot lot width, they have to pull back the building line from the 50 feet sorry. about 119 feet. And we did have a letter requesting that. Sorry you didn't get it in your packet, but basically explains what I just told you. I apologize. The only other letter we got was from Public Water District Number 2. Staff is recommending approval of the subdivision plat. It meets all other county requirements.
With this, any questions? Mr. Cronin?
Reading through this, I didn't see, how large are these lots?
One is 7. Oops, sorry. One is 7.319 acres and the other one is 5 acres.
So they're large lots. I'm sure they probably have public water, not public sewer? Is that-
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, Public Water District Number 2.
But they don't have public sewer? Is that
No.
correct? Okay. But those lots should be plenty big enough for septic systems? Okay.
Yeah, we require 3 acres for a septic
Okay.
system.
Thank you.
Any other questions for staff? Let's see none. I move, is anybody from the engineering company here or the applicant? Would you like to address the commission?
Yes, sir. My name is Darrell Oakley with Bax Engineering.
Please step up to the microphone, sir, and raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the whole truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
And state your name and address for our record.
Darrell Oakley with Bax Engineering Company at 221 Point West Boulevard here in St. Charles.
And go ahead, sir.
I'm here on behalf of our client, Kendall Smith. A simple 2-lot re-subdivision plat, which meets the requirements as staff has said. 5-acre lot, which is a minimum for the agricultural, and the other one's a larger lot, a little over 7 acres. So other than that, that's about it, unless you got any other questions.
Are there any questions? No, thank you, sir. Is there anyone in the room that would like to address this? I see none, and we close a public hearing, and it's back here. Does anyone have any comments, suggestions, whatever? Okay, seeing none, I need a motion to approve this.
So moved.
Mrs. Polly moved. And Mr. Kuhn second. Mr. Kuhn, how do you vote? Yes. Ms. Polly?
Yes.
Mr. Fromm?
Yes.
Mr. Cronin?
Yes.
Kitchen here, Ms. Ketchner?
Yes.
And I vote yes. The plat is approved 6-0. Thank you, guys. Finishing the meeting tonight, we have in your packet, you had a draft of the minutes from the April 17th meeting. Does anyone have any additions, clarifications, or anything to those minutes? I see none. I need a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
And a second, yes. All in favor, sign aye.
Aye.
On the other business, it said Master Plan Envision 2025. I know the master plan's coming up pretty soon. Do you want to fill us in?
I want to explain a little bit about that. The charter mandates that the master plan has to be reviewed every 5 years. So we're coming up to that period. The date's given is June 30th of 2013. So today, Jan delivered out to the Master Plan Steering Committee copies of the document itself, which I have here. And we have on the commission 3 members that are on the Master Plan Steering Committee of the 16 total. So Joe, Jeanette, and Tom received your copies tonight. There'll be a meeting of the Master Plan Steering Committee next Tuesday in the Administration Building from 4 to 6 to go over the document at that point in time. What will also happen here is that it will be placed on the county's website. We're hoping tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, Friday, so that the commission members, if you want to take a look at it and review what's been done to this point, you can do that. If you have any comments, you can get them to either Jan or myself, or there will be a public hearing with the county council at their last meeting in June, which is June 24th, is when we'll have first reading. The document itself, if you remember back 5 years ago when we went through the update, we had a focus groups, we had interactive website, we had, let's see, what else do we have? Workshops, public forums. So we had a whole host of people that were working on that plan, and a lot of work went into that. But what's happened when we got done with that is we started going into the recession. We've been going through the recession, come out of the recession. So as far as what the staff feels is that we've basically slipped, 5 years with the recession. So we felt, and talking to the county executive's office, that what we need to do is just update the plan that we had previously, put in new information, correct things that need to be corrected. We felt comfortable with the goal strategies for the most part that were in there at that point in time. So that's what's essentially happened, and again, like I said, it'll go to the steering committee and then on to the county council. So, sure, Joe.
Next Tuesday from 4 to 6, is that?
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah. It'll be down in the administration building, so yeah, if anyone has any questions, we'll be glad to try and answer those.
And with that, thank you, Steve. Is there any other business that should come before the commission tonight? I see none, so I look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mr. Kuhn? Second. Ms. Powell? Seconded? Okay, all in favor, sign aye. Aye. We stand adjourned.